Alright guys, I'm here with
Bain.
and my new kitty, Ollie. Woo! Alright, so let's get the episode started. Whoop, whoop.
Hey, Salsa Steve, going on adventures that you won't believe. Been around the world and back again. Don't miss, make sure that you're tuning in. Yeah, hey, good food, good times. Too much fun, so we can't slow down. Got that vibe, he bring that sauce. On the next flight, and we about to take off.
Orange Studio.
Alright guys, so we are here with my boy Bain, aka Bachata Bain.
What's up, what's up? Good to be here in San Antonio with you guys. And Salsa Steve.
Thank you for coming, man.
Of course.
I've actually
My
known
pleasure.
Bain for a really long time.
It
When do
has
you
been a
think we
long
met?
time. 5 years ago, I would say.
5 years, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like,
Yeah.
You saw me with my hair, right?
No, it was right after you cut it.
It was right
It was
after
right
I
after
cut
you cut
it?
it, yeah.
Oh,
But we met around that time. Like, you had just cut it, so everybody was like, oh my god, Steve
Yeah.
has short hair. I was like, I don't even know this dude. But
That's
apparently
cool.
he used to have long hair.
That is funny. So you met me like right after I cut my hair.
Yep.
Man, that's intense.
Long time. In Denver.
In Denver, yeah.
Denver, Colorado.
That was a good time, man.
Good times.
And bad times too.
And bad times.
But okay, so let's get started on you, Bain. Tell us a little something.
Man, live in Phoenix now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Here in San Antonio, visiting. I'm in the Air Force, so captain in the Air Force right now.
Nice.
Was brought to San Antonio for a quick symposium.
Okay.
I teach ROTC at Arizona State University, so
What are they? Devils, right?
Sun Devils.
The Sun Devils.
They do a thing with their hand. I don't remember. I think it's like this. I think.
You know what's funny? The UTSA one's like this. They're the Road Runners.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know what they I might be doing it wrong. I swear it's like this, bro. The
Yeah.
Road Runners.
Yeah, they brought me out here for a week, so get to come out for some dancing.
That's really cool. We've been
To
trying to
hang
plan out for you to come out here.
Yeah,
So work out.
yeah,
Oh,
get
this
some
is
dancing
Zach.
in here shortly. It's a hard come out.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Dude, that'd be super cool.
But yeah, man, it's good to be here. I haven't danced in San Antonio yet, so hopefully the dancing is good. But yeah, Wednesday and Thursday night, man.
Yeah.
Be exciting.
All right.
So yeah, Air Force life, dancing life. Have my little bachata thing. So if anybody's in Phoenix or around the Phoenix area and they want some good dancing spots, please hit me up. I can give you good locations and times that I'm teaching personally, and some other good instructors in Phoenix are there. So
All right.
yeah, please reach out. Instagram, Facebook, anything. Bachata with Bain on pretty much everything. TikTok.
Oh yeah.
TikTok is the new one.
Oh my god.
So if you have TikTok.
He showed me one of his videos. What was it? 468K views
Something like that.
on the Bachata Basic, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
15-second video.
So yeah, you guys gotta get in that
Right.
TikTok game, or don't, because then it'll become too popular like Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, tell us about your trip to, where was it? Was it Colombia?
Argentina.
Argentina.
Yeah, I was in Argentina in December,
Yeah.
and it was awesome.
Mhm.
The goal of Argentina, I wanted to read 2 books.
Okay.
I wanted to eat steak almost nightly, and I wanted to dance almost nightly. Those were my 4 things I wanted to do.
Okay.
All accomplished beautifully. They were all great.
Was it hard to find someone to dance every night?
Dancing was amazing. If you're in Buenos Aires and you like bachata, find your spots, because it was really good. High level dancing in Buenos Aires for bachata. Salsa, not so much.
Oh, really?
Maybe I didn't go to some good spots. I just didn't know the salsa spots. Maybe they were different. Here in the States, usually they're kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bachata wise was just really high level. It's like they start dancing and they're already like our intermediate. Like they just pop out of the womb and like get some central bachata. If you like footwork, hey, Argentina's not for you. Like you're not getting Dominican bachata there.
Oh, that's funny.
But central bachata was on point. Follows and leads are really good, both of them. So yeah, I highly recommend it if you're in Buenos Aires. Man, some really good dancing. Yes. Yeah, it was great. So I was dancing pretty much nightly there, and there was something to do every single night. Every single night. And if you guys have ever been to Argentina, it goes to like 6 a.m.
It's like
on like a Tuesday.
They're on like the 12 o'clock schedule where you take a nap.
Yeah.
And then you get something to eat. You don't go out till midnight.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Yeah.
It's a trip.
That's a good schedule.
So I like that schedule.
It's one of my favorite schedules.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And so I would just stay out dancing all night. It was beautiful. It's a great vacation. It's an awesome time. Yeah, so thank you for everybody in Argentina that showed me love. That was a lot of fun. Good times.
All right. So tell us how the whole Bachata Bain thing started. Or Bachata with Bain.
Bachata with Bain started. The short version is or the long version. I was in College Station, Texas, at Texas A&M University. I did grad school there, Gig'em. And I went into a coffee shop in Bryan, Texas, and it turns into a salsa club 2 nights a week.
Okay.
And I remember seeing it.
What's that?
Bryan, Texas is right outside of College Station.
Oh,
right near Texas A&M.
So like Houston. Outside
an hour north
of Houston.
Hour north, yeah. So I saw it and I was like, "That's it." You just know. You just know. You just see it and you know. And so I was like,
that is true.
I was like, "That's it for me. I'm gonna learn that."
I think.
And I was thinking about it, and I was like, all right, I need to get better at this. I started taking classes through the university, and I became friends with the girl who teaches it, Courtney. So, hey, Courtney, if you're listening to this, thank you. And
I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. And I asked her, and I said, hey, look, how do I get better at this? And she said, well, next semester we'll offer the same class, or you can try out for our Latin dance team here at Texas A&M, right? And I was like, I'm white as can be, and I'm a grad student, so like I don't have time for this Latin dance team. But then I went home for Christmas and I said, look, this is going to be a good story either way. Either I try out and I don't make it, which is really funny.
Yeah.
That I tried out for a Latin dance team, right? Or I try out and I make it, which is almost even funnier because like, what are you doing on a Latin dance team?
That's
right?
true.
And my friend Sammy and I tried out and we made it, and so it was a really high learning curve, right? You're practicing with these guys all the time, you're going out with them all the time, and so it's just constant. It's like getting better. Salsa, salsa, salsa. It's all salsa at this point.
Oh, this is all salsa.
All salsa, yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately. But then
really out there. College Station repping hard.
Yeah, repping hard. Salsa game.
Yeah.
And then I remember there was a practice and I was like, I need to learn this bachata thing because every time I go out, like I didn't know anything about that, right? And so that was when the bachata hit me and I was doing both. And then there was just a point, I don't really know what it was, but there was just a point where I just liked bachata better and the music hit me way harder than salsa. It just got in here somehow. And I think that happens to everybody. I think it gets, something hits in the heart and you're like, this is it for me, and I'm going to focus a little bit more on that than everything else.
Yeah, I think you're
right.
And so,
and honestly, there's no shame in anything that you choose with that. Like, every style of dance is beautiful. So for me, it was just bachata. So that's my thing. And then I kept practicing and never really thought to really take it anywhere until I really discovered, like, I love doing this. I love what it can do for people and bringing people together and having community.
And a party.
And party.
In the party.
And just meeting so many people everywhere I went. And I was like, man, this is perfect. This is exactly what I want.
So many different types.
And so many different types of people.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I was like, it just kept going, and then people started asking me to help them, and then they started asking me to teach them, and like, I'll pay you for it. And I was like, what? That's even crazier than I ever thought. But like, just to be able to help people get better at something that they chose to do, and to bring people together, because this is gonna, I mean, can we get deep?
Yeah.
Can we get deep on this?
Go deep.
So, in my opinion, like back in like early 1900s, right? Everybody danced. That's what you did. Is like went to the town place where you go dancing, and like, man, like whatever it was back then, the old school dances, right? Like Lindy Hop or something, right? Yeah, exactly. And that's how people met. That's probably how like people's great grandparents met or something like that, you know? And somehow that got lost. And if you think about, every culture dances, but here that has kind of changed. We don't really dance that much anymore, especially not partner dancing. Like, the extent is sometimes people go country dancing, and then sometimes people go to like the club and they get grinded on a little bit. And
that whole grinding thing really grinds my gears, dude.
Yeah, man. It doesn't get to me at all. Like I don't like.
You know what bothers me even more when someone's like, I go to the club and I dance, and then they're talking about that they go to the club and grind on something.
You're like, okay.
Yeah,
not for me.
I mean, I guess that is dancing. Yeah, but I don't know. It's like the whole standing around with a drink in your hand.
Yeah,
it's just so boring.
Yeah,
like unless you go with a bunch of friends.
Exactly, and it doesn't get to me, right? Like the guy's always talking about some girl grinding up on them, and they're like, "Yeah, I was killing it. I really liked her," and I'm like, I've never had a girl just like grind all up on me and being like, "Wow, man, this is great."
This is
Give me a girl that
can
dance salsa really well or bachata really well and can move sexy and classy at the same time, and that's a dangerous combination. Yeah, that classiness and like being able to handle yourself, it's like that's where it's at for me.
And nobody's drunk out their mind.
Yes, exactly.
That's the other one.
But hey, so yeah, that's the idea behind, getting back kind of on subject, right? Like teaching people bachata or bachata with Bain is creating that community again that I think we've probably lost a little bit, you know? You meet so many people, it brings people together. These are my friends, this is who I hang out with. And not everybody, but I think the majority of people in the community are super friendly. They want the best for people. They're super extroverted. You meet people from all different types of careers and walks of life and pasts.
And they're just trying to have fun.
And they're trying to have fun. And they're like doing something that makes them happy. And that's a beautiful thing that I think is probably used to be way more popular than it is now. And I would like to try to bring that back as much as possible. That's the ultimate goal of Bachata with Bain, is to bring people together more.
Okay. Yes. So how'd you end up? So you were in College Station. How'd you end up in Denver?
So I graduated from Texas A&M, and then had applied to the Air Force.
Okay.
I'm from North Carolina. Went back to North Carolina. Was a beach bum for a little bit.
Nice.
Lived on the beach. Worked at bars at night. Danced a lot. Like it was great. But I was waiting on the military thing to come through. Then went to officer training school for the Air Force in Alabama, and then my first duty station was Denver. So.
Okay.
Yeah, got to Denver and continued the progress.
That's crazy.
Yeah, quite the trip.
And then we met.
Yeah, exactly. In the meantime, I was in California for a few months for training as well.
Okay.
And went dancing out there quite a bit. Shout out CP Salsa. Whoop whoop. Shout out to you guys.
All right.
There's a lot of love out there. And
what's that? CP, the Cal Poly.
Yeah, Cal Poly. Yep, and San Luis Obispo. So if you guys are ever in San Luis Obispo, we've got some good dancing. Friday nights, they have a cool social. I was just out there a few weeks ago and taught for them. It was awesome.
I bet.
So cool to hang out with those guys.
I wanted to go get my master's degree at that school, Cal Poly.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I thought it'd be really cool.
Such a pretty area. The people are amazing. Yep, I hear that.
I was like, unless they're paying for it, I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah, right? Yes. But yeah, man, it was awesome. So then ended up in Denver, and now 6 months ago moved to Phoenix. Or Tempe. I live in Tempe, I guess, like Phoenix area. And
I went to go visit them. It's a great spot.
I have a really cool apartment. Yeah, I've got a really cool apartment. Yeah, I did pretty well. But yeah, I love it. Phoenix area is great. So,
what have you done there so far?
As far as what?
Like, I mean, you traveled a couple places since you've been there, right?
Yeah, I jump around quite a bit. See, the military gives leave, right? And it's like vacation. Leave is vacation.
I'm trying to figure out how you have so much vacation, though. Since you take so much.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is, yeah. So you get 2.5 days per month, and you can build them up. And I tend to not build mine up very frequently. I tend to just like, if I can jump away for a little bit, I'm jumping away, and I'm going to dance somewhere pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place you've danced so far?
Favorite place I have danced so far? That's a really difficult one, man. I'll be honest. Mexico City was really good.
Yeah. That's one place I've been wanting.
Mexico City was sick. Guadalajara was sick. Guadalajara was really good.
Damn, Guadalajara too.
Yeah, those are really good. Buenos Aires was really top notch. I don't know if I could choose between these. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I would love, love, love to be able to go back to any of those places. These are all super cool.
Dude, me and my friend were talking the other day about like Latin America is like a ghetto Europe.
It's messed up.
I was like,
it's messed up.
that's kind of funny.
Ooh, you know what? I can't. I'll pick Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
How was that?
Brazil is amazing. Shout out to Brazil. If you have any Brazilians listening right now, Chuchuquinha, that's all I know how to say.
What is that?
I don't even know. It's like something that you call a girl.
Oh, really?
Or hold on, I know how to say where you're from. Jonge Você. That's pretty good.
Jonge Você.
Yeah. Yeah, but Sao Paulo, Brazil. The bachata in Brazil, in Sao Paulo especially. I don't know about Rio or any of these other cities. But Brazil is just like growing like crazy. And you get there, and the follows are just amazing. And I think a lot of it comes from Zouk. Because Zouk, or Zuki down there is what they call it. Zuki. It's so popular, right? And Zouk is such a connection heavy dance, right? And they can follow so well. So you go into a bachata scenario, sensual bachata, and they just pick it up like that, right?
Okay.
And man, the follows were amazing for bachata in Sao Paulo. So that would be my number one. Yes.
That's cool, man.
It was beautiful, and the people were amazing. Food was amazing. It was kind of an expensive city, like more than Latin America, right?
Okay.
But just
But
fantastic.
it's like a capital city.
Women were beautiful. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just gorgeous. Yeah, just beautiful. We won't go down that road. Let's veer off. But yeah, man, they were super cool dancing. Great dancing. Yeah. So Sao Paulo, that's number one.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about when you went to Asia? Did you do much dancing there?
I did zero.
You did zero?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
What did you do while you were there?
So I went with a big group of people.
I remember you telling
we
me
did
about
Thailand
this.
and Indonesia. I had just had surgery like a few weeks prior, and it was just on my ear, but I couldn't really do anything. Like I couldn't scuba dive, I couldn't get in water, stuff like that. And we were hanging out on the beach a lot, and like I couldn't go do anything, so it wasn't my favorite trip.
Yeah, with the ear surgery.
Yeah, it just wasn't my favorite. I didn't get to dance that much. It was pretty much just hanging out with the boys for a little while.
Okay.
And I met some cool people too, but yeah, not. It wasn't Sao Paulo, right?
Gotcha.
I think I'm at the stage, and you've traveled quite a bit, so you probably go through this as well. But like when I travel, I think now what I want is I like to have this big idea before I go, right? So like our friend Jesse had this idea for Brazil. Like, hey, why don't, to make it just this incredible shooting for the stars trip, why don't you teach a class while you're there, a bachata class? And so I found some friends on Facebook, and some friends on Facebook knew some friends in Brazil, and they hooked me up with the pianos. The pianos are like a couple that teaches in Brazil, and they teach at one of the studios down there. And I reached out to them, and they organized everything. Like, they were amazing. They did promotions, they found a studio, and then of course we split costs and everything, but it was
super cool.
So cool.
That's super cool, because I've been wanting to do something like that too.
And so I just rolled down
there
and they literally, like, I landed, I went and saw where I was staying in Brazil, and then that night they had a social, and they were like there to meet me, the organizers, right? And so they had this thing to promote the class, and then that Sunday I taught the class. And so you roll in and you already know people. Like, they're just like, hey,
beautiful, dude.
Here's where you can go dance. Let's go do this. Let me show you this. Let's go eat. Let's go do all these things. And like, man, Brazilians are just so friendly and just so amazing. And oh God, they're just, that type of person is just awesome. Like, just really awesome. So that class was great. And we just met a ton of people, and it makes the trip like you're not just going to see a statue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the next question I was gonna tell you is like, you know, one thing I realized about travel is like, I think the people you meet is probably so much more entertaining than
100%.
going to go see like a museum, some building. I'm not gonna lie, there are some things that are are cool, but like once you see them, you almost get bored instantly. Like it's kind of like going to the Grand Canyon. You can look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be there 15 minutes looking at it, but it's not going nowhere.
Yep. 100%, dude.
It's not. It doesn't. At least for me, it doesn't cause like a spark.
Yep.
You know,
3 things, right? People, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, food.
Food, yeah. Food.
Number 3, dancing. That's what I want when I travel. That's my top 3.
That's true, man. Every time I go somewhere, it's trying to find someone to dance, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I do want to go see like the cliche sites. Just say it one time, you know. Okay, I gotta undo midday because I'm on vacation, but.
Like, but if I can go see a nice site and eat at a restaurant with some food and look at the site, then that's even better, right?
Yeah.
Or with someone that I've met that's from there, then that's even cooler.
It's even cooler, man. Or like if someone from there took you to go see a random site that you wouldn't have seen because it wasn't on the top 10 list.
Yeah, exactly.
Of, you know, whatever travel website you looked at.
Correct.
That's amazing.
Yep. 100%.
Dude,
that's what makes the experiences for me, right? Like,
we
did Iguazu, which is this big waterfall that is on both Brazil and Argentina territory.
They look really cool.
Yeah, this was in December when I was in Argentina, and like I did a moonlight tour because it was a full moon. So I planned my trip to where I hit the full moon, and they do a moonlight tour of Iguazu. So you walk up, and it's this full moon, and you walk up, and there are these massive waterfalls, and all the spray coming up, and it's like summer there, but it's cold water, and so you're having all these experiences, right? And it's amazing. And I hung out with this one family who was traveling together because they do like a trip together. It's like mom, son, daughter, and they were doing Iguazu, and they were on the same tour. I don't remember their names. I don't remember, but we had a cool conversation.
Yeah.
And that made that night perfect for me. That was it. That's good. I'm happy. I'm fulfilled, right?
Yeah, dude.
That's where it's at.
That is, man. What's the best venue you've been to?
Like dancing venue?
Yeah.
Dancing venue would have to. I was about to make a joke about La Rumba in Denver.
Oh, La Rumba.
It's alright.
Look,
It's alright.
I like La Rumba.
I like because we had a bunch of good friends there. Like Denver people are awesome.
Dude, you remember that one time? When I
don't know where he's going with this. There's been a lot of remember that one time. This is dangerous.
Man. You know what I'm talking about. When I got stuck in the bathroom.
Like, can I pull up the picture?
Do you still have it?
I think I saw the picture. Look. Tell the story.
Okay, so I go to the Roomba one time and I'm out social dancing. Sometimes you need a poop, like you just need a poop. So I go to the bathroom and then I end up pooping and there's no toilet paper and I'm like, I'm in a social club. What do? There's no toilet paper in here. I just go walk out. And so I'm just like, what do I do? So then I end up pulling my phone out and I text him like, bro, I need you to come through for me right now, man. Like, are you coming out? I'm texting like multiple people and he comes out. And then it was really funny. He gets me the toilet paper and then takes a picture of me in the stall.
I've got some good pictures of Salsa Steve taking a poop in the stall.
You know what the greatest thing about that picture is? I have my hat on the toilet.
And you're just looking up.
Oh,
that was good.
Man, dude, you saved my life, man.
I did. And I got some really funny footage off of it too.
That was great.
Oh man, yeah, that was good. But man, best venue. It's hard to beat Steven's Steakhouse in LA.
That was a good one. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah,
good.
we were there a few weeks ago. And yeah, amazing DJs, met some really cool people. And LA was a lot of fun. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, dancing was great. I went with a great Phoenix crew, like some of my good friends, and got an Airbnb, went out, took a private that day. Angel Rodriguez, awesome guy in LA if you guys are out there. And then we went out that night, Sunday night, the bachata was on point, so.
Okay.
Hard to beat Stevens, man, hard to beat Stevens.
Where'd you stay at in LA?
We had an Airbnb in Hollywood, which is pretty cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, but we just had like 10 people, just like packed into an Airbnb. It was so much fun.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it was good.
I need to do that, man. I remember when I went, I stayed in an Airbnb by myself. It was still cool because it was right downtown.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. I don't know what downtown means that over there. Is it? It's like a couple streets. I mean, I thought it was downtown. It was a really cool area.
Yeah.
What's really funny is like it's probably like there's this place called Skid Row, and I had got an Airbnb. Skid Row is like one of the biggest concentration of homeless people in the United States.
Gotcha.
It's like this road.
We saw a lot there.
There is a lot, and I had an Airbnb that was right on Skid Row, and I was like, oh, this thing's pretty cheap. I'm gonna stay here. Bro, that was not a good idea. Like I went in there, I felt like I was gonna get robbed going in there, man.
Yeah.
It was bad.
There's a large population of homeless people there.
There is.
And I feel bad for them because I don't know their situations, right? Like what was it? Just a bad situations and that's what caused it? Are they choosing it? If they're choosing it, then great. Like live your life.
I saw some that are choosing it, man.
And
I've
then
seen videos.
And then some. My assumption or my experience, I guess, has been a lot of it's drug related or mental health issues, that type of thing, and I think that's something that, in America, I guess everywhere but America, we have to start, I think, probably planning a little bit better, thinking about a little bit more.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, especially places like that.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah,
but
that's interesting.
I didn't end up staying in an Airbnb, and I ended up paying a lot more for another one, but it was so worth it, man. And then I took an Uber from there to Stephen's Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Which is totally worth it.
Yeah,
that's great. I had a great night.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Stephen's Steakhouse was great. I think any of the congresses, dancing at congresses are always good. Those venues are always nice. Let's see. Mexico City has a cool little Cuban salsa place, and most people are dancing Cuban salsa. I saw a few people dancing linear, but I've met some awesome people there and had a lot of fun at that place. There's good dancing and they have a live band all the time, so yeah, I like that place a lot too. So many to choose from, man. Whoa, chill.
He's just like that, bro. He wouldn't bite anybody. He'd think if you touch him in the wrong spot.
Yeah, but let's go see.
I have two that come to mind, and the reason I like them is because they were unique. Like one was on a boat.
Oh yeah.
It was like a venue that there's this boat that's just just stuck there. I don't know if it's even operates, but it's like a restaurant during the day, and they turn it into a dance venue at night or something like that.
I like
that. And it's a 2-floor boat, and it's like huge.
Sick.
It's like a house.
Where is it?
It's in Paris.
That's dangerous.
So that was.
I like it.
It was really cool, and they turned the bottom floor into the bachata room. The top floor was the zouk. There was 3 floors. One was the bottom floor was the bachata floor. The middle room was the salsa, and the top floor was the zouk room. Lay down. Sit, Rambo. Sit. Rambo.
Your sweetheart.
Sit. Lay down. Dormite.
He's like, nah, bro.
And then another one was when I went to Bangkok. It was on like the 31st floor.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yes.
Dancing on the 30th. And it was really
we were
cool.
in Bangkok and I didn't even get to dance. And I feel like the dancing would be sick in Bangkok. I need to go back.
Yeah.
I need to go back.
If you go back, I need to go back with you.
Yeah.
You know what was really cool? The bathroom there was really cool because it was a see-through window. When you were taking a piss,
that's kind of cool.
You could see outside the skyscraper.
Yeah.
Because it was just clear, and I was like, "This is super."
This is
it was
sick.
just a window.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's sick. Yeah. I need to do some more of that. I need to go back to Southeast Asia for dancing. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure, man. Yeah. But keep on that bachata game and then make it out there. Where do you see salsa going in the next 5 years?
Bro.
So this is something I've thought about for bachata, and I think they're probably different. I think your answer would be different than my answer for bachata. So what do you think?
I
mean, it's your show, so you got to ask questions. But
I mean, I don't care. That was one of my next segments. You asked me questions. To be honest, I sometimes I get scared it's coming down, but at the same time, like everyone considers salsa everything. It's like the big umbrella, you know. It's like the big brother to everything. You know, everything is considered salsa when you're a beginner. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you see something, when you see bachata, you see salsa.
Like, I'm gonna go salsa dancing, really. Like,
And you know, you see you see people dancing bachata, and you think it's salsa. You know, it's under that salsa umbrella. And so in my head, it's like I feel like it's changing a lot. You know, it's like, especially with, I think like there's a lot of people, like especially like, because I've been training a lot, there's a lot of people that are intensely training and evangelizing in salsa. And right now it's like really small because like the studios are small, but once those studios start growing, it's going to start becoming more massive. Like I was talking with Gonzo, which is a DJ who's been DJing for a really long time, and he was telling me there used to be one club in Houston called the Melody Club, and everyone that has a studio now used to teach there, you know, and it was like a congress every other weekend at that club. And
I've heard about the same thing in Phoenix. There used to be one spot that just had everybody.
Correct. But I think what happened at some point, people wanted their own thing and it just got distributed, and it makes it look smaller than it actually is.
For sure, yeah.
You know, and I believe those things will grow eventually to become bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
You know? And, you know, I think it gives us something to do, man. I don't know. And dance-wise, if you keep petting them, bro, you just gotta keep doing it.
I'm alright with it. You're such a sweet guy.
Yeah, you know, that's what I think. I think, and the studios also, a lot of the studios carry both. So
yeah,
I don't know. That's my opinion on it.
It's interesting. So you see salsa going to a to just continuously growing, but in the same direction as it's going right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Either that or someone will come out with a popular salsa song.
Ooh, and it'll mainstream it?
It will mainstream it.
That would be interesting.
You know, that's what I think. Something like that. Because I mean, I believe that's one of the reasons bachata's so big. It's just it's a mainstream thing.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and you can mainstream it easily, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like any mainstream song could be turned into bachata, or a lot of them,
for sure.
You know, like Post Malone.
Like a lot of remixes and stuff, yeah.
You know, a lot of remixes. You can't really do the same with salsa.
True.
You can't put a salsa beat behind
That's
Post
true.
Malone.
Yeah, the
or maybe
closest,
you can.
you get is like a Mark Anthony that's like people love because it's romantico, but and then like they're not. You know what I mean? It's different.
It's different. Correct.
That's interesting.
So that's another thought I had, but because like there's been a couple chachas, kind of like the Cardi.
Stop petting him and he shows me his ass. He's like just trying to draw.
The Cardi B cha-cha.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know,
gotcha. Yeah.
I like it like that. That was an old school song that was really.
But I don't think that
popular.
caused more people to be like, I need to learn cha cha right now.
Correct. They didn't even know it was cha-cha.
True,
bro. You know.
True.
So it's evangelizing is a hard thing. You know. It's kind of like what my whole channel is about, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the more people watch, the more people know.
For sure. Yeah, true.
The more people know it's that big too. Come on, everyone, get over here. Come on. Come on, lay down.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that's how I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, dude. Yeah.
I mean,
Actually, here's my theory, bachata wise, I think it's different.
Yeah.
And I think it's from, right now you have two different camps, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have Dominican bachata, or people that really focus on footwork, and then the sensual bachata. And you have places that are more focused on each, right? Like America, I think we're kind of split. Spain is definitely just the #1 sensual bachata spot right now. Man, I think at some point, this is my theory, don't hate me for it, but I'm gonna equate this, you're gonna laugh at me, to a different sport, like MMA, for example, right?
Uh-huh.
Like you take MMA, and in the early days of MMA, you have a bunch of different styles, and they compete against each other. Eventually, people say, I need to learn that other style to be relevant. And so you get people that are like jiu-jitsu guys that learned striking or kickboxing. I think eventually now in MMA you can't survive without being so well-rounded and being like professional in each, right? I think bachata will eventually get to that point. I think right now you have two different camps, and you start to see a mixture called fusion, right? You start to see a mixture of footwork, musicality, plus also the sensual bachata movements, usually stolen from Zouk, if we're going to be honest about it, right? And so I think eventually, to be a relevant dancer in bachata, you're going to have both, or a relevant couple.
That's a cool way to look at it.
You're going to have both.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that a lot.
And you start to see it, right? Like, look at Ronald and Alba. Like, they are just on point with both of them. And you start to see Daniel and Desiree. Like, Daniel throws a lot of footwork in his videos now. Like, okay, I see you, right? Like,
you're also like, you're always gonna have your purists.
You're always gonna have purists for sure. Yep.
You're
gonna still have the dudes that are like super karate, but like in a real fight with the MMA dude, we get destroyed.
Yeah.
But like, for sure, you'll still have your pures, and I just like Dominican bachata for whatever reason. I like the music better. Like, so be it. That's great. Like, focus on that then. If that's what gives you fulfillment and joy, then great.
Why do you think salsa is more popular in Europe?
The bachata?
With like people of like younger ages.
Salsa is more popular in Europe than here?
It's not more popular than it's more popular than here. Like, cause like Spain, it's a really, really, really big mambo place.
Ooh, okay.
Like strictly onto like a lot of places. Like a lot of the people that I watch are from Spain.
Okay.
There a lot more are from Italy and Milan. Like a lot of them.
For sure.
And it's just kind of interesting how, like, when I went dancing over there, like, bro, the Paris Salsa Congress was probably one of the biggest congresses that I've ever been. They danced 100% salsa till 7 a.m. Like, they were in that room. They were dancing. It was more, the bachata room was tiny.
Can I put my feet in
here? Yeah. The bachata room was tiny.
Really?
And the salsa room was huge. It was social dancing till 7 a.m.
It's interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, you wonder why, right?
And you know how, like, when I went to Phoenix to that Congress, everyone still, the salsa room starts, even most congresses in the USA, the salsa room starts dying, and you go to the bachata room.
Yeah.
It's just kind of how it flows.
Yeah. Phoenix is weird, though, because they have two different congresses.
Oh, that's right.
Last year they were, what?
A week apart. It's like 1 weekend.
That's a trip, man. Phoenix is...
But most congresses kind of flow like that. The bachata room ends up being like the last room to die out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I just recently went to Houston and the salsa room died down and I was in the bachata room, and then when the salsa room closed, they were just doing salsa and bachata in the bachata room.
So is your question then why is dancing salsa more popular in Europe than it is here?
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Oh man,
that's a weird question.
This is going to be into some, honest opinion, like honest answer. I think culturally, we have stripped away a lot of passion out of our lives. Because in America, we're very work heavy and we're very self-sacrificial. And in a lot of places, it's different, right? Like Brazil, it was explained to me, and when I saw it, I kind of agreed. Like, Brazilians think, okay, I have these goals, financially or career related, and I know I'll get there, and I'm going to work hard at them, but I'm also going to have fun at the same time. So I'm going to go out with my friends and have like some post-work fun, and like all the little pubs are packed after work, right? In America, I'd say that culture is not the same, right? Like, nobody I know really does that. They work, they may go to the gym after work, and then you cook dinner, and then you do it again the next day. And that's really about it.
That's true, bro.
Right?
Honestly, my boss, this guy's 100% straight grinding every day.
And then on the weekends, you like do some laundry and relax, and you might like watch a sports game on Sunday, right? And then here comes Monday again. And that's our culture. That's what we're very, the idea being work, and that's what's going to pay off, because that's where we came from, and I get that 100%. Very self-sacrificial. And I think that takes away a lot of the passion, whereas Europe and I would argue a lot of other countries probably still have that intact, right? Like they are working, but yet still doing things that give them pleasure and that still have passion in them, right?
Yeah.
Now the question is, like, their economies are usually shit compared to ours, so how does that work out? Right? But I don't know if we can make that big of a comparison. I don't know if those two things are correlated.
It's like these guys drink and dance salsa more and have a lot more fun, but we're sitting here working our asses off.
We might have to bail them out.
That
it's an interesting question. Yeah.
Would you trade it?
I mean,
think
ideally,
so.
we've talked about this a ton. Ideally, you set yourself up in dollars.
It's like,
and you make dollars, and then you go to places where your currency works for you, and you live really cheap, and you dance frequently.
Okay.
And you make dollars online or something like that. That's my ideal lifestyle. So
Yeah, you definitely don't want to make pesos.
yeah, I don't want to go to live in Mexico and make pesos. I want to make dollars and live in Mexico and bank a lot and get to dance more. That would be the most ideal situation. In a year, I'll be seeing you doing that. August 2021. That's the goal. Fingers crossed.
And if you guys subscribe, I could join Bain August 2021.
Yeah, well, you can find us in Mexico.
Yeah. So subscribe. You have any more questions for me, Bain?
Man. How was that pho?
That was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't think it was the best pho I've had.
I was starving. It was good to me.
But you had like 10 pounds of meat too.
I did.
But I don't know. I have this one place I go to down the street.
Yeah.
Dude, the lady knows me there already, so
Nice.
I walk in, she already, and instead of like having the beef, I don't like having the beef inside. Did you see how I was asking her about the grilled beef? At my place, they'll grill the meat on the side for you and give it to you on a separate plate. And the pho is only noodles and onions and stuff like that.
It takes a lot of English.
Huh? Well, they already know my order. I've been there
Okay,
many times. And I always get double meat there because it's just so good.
Yeah.
It's like teriyaki grilled meat. It's amazing.
Yes. Nice.
What's your favorite food?
Ooh, favorite food would have to be. That depends on location,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
I mean, if I'm on the beach somewhere, then I'm going to choose seafood. If I'm on a Mexican beach, then I'm going to choose seafood grilled like right there. You know.
Yeah.
If I'm in Buenos Aires, like I was a few weeks ago, or a few months ago, like a beautiful steak right in the middle of the city is perfect.
Damn.
Yeah, it is perfect. Yeah, it just kind of depends.
Okay.
On location and who I'm with, you know. Like our pho dinner was amazing. It was awesome. Yeah.
True.
A lot of good food in Phoenix too, so exploring that. Yeah, it just depends.
Okay. Anybody want to give a shout out to before we finish?
I mean, put me on the spot like that.
Dude, you better take out that list and not miss anybody.
God dang. I feel like we need to say hey to all of our Denver people.
Yes.
So,
guys.
hey Denver.
We miss you guys.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Definitely. I miss seeing you guys. Yeah, all of our we had a really good friend group in Denver.
We did,
We
dude.
did. Now the thing is, you can find that everywhere. Like
That is true.
I found one in Phoenix they're amazing as well. So
Yeah.
you're gonna find that everywhere. But we had a really good
We
friend group
did.
in
And we
Denver.
had that good sushi spot you picked up for us.
Red Ginger.
Red
Shout out to
Ginger.
Red Ginger.
Yeah, for real.
Like
A lot of good times spent
lots
there.
of good times
And
at
it's
Red
down
Ginger.
the street
and
from
it's
Aruba.
50% off sushi.
All
every
the time,
day.
all the time, which I still don't understand how that's
day.
50% off. That is some great advertisement, Red Ginger.
Yeah. Is it really
Every
50%
day.
off? If it's every day 50% off, it's not really 50% off. That's
You know
just
what-
the price.
You know what's funny? I don't know
I'm
how many
fine with
times
it.
I've been there with someone. They're like, "Yeah, let's go there. 50% off sushi." And I'm just like,
You're like,
but it's always 50% off sushi.
It's not.
That's not what that means, guys.
it's kind of the assumption of the definition is that should change at some point.
It was a good spot though.
It was a good spot, man. We had
I mean, it was still pretty cheap.
some good conversations there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Red Ginger for sure. Shout out to Denver people. Man.
And the
Shout out
boys
to
in
my
Phoenix.
single Latinas And yeah, all my Phoenix crew is good. So shout out to all the Phoenix people. And everybody's starting to learn how to dance too. Like, stay with it.
That's a big one.
That is real. Like, invest in your community, man, and don't worry about the drama. Like, there's drama in every single scene I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Every single place has some drama.
Gyms.
Yeah, like, everything is gonna have drama, and just don't even worry about it. Like, just
don't be
go treat everybody really well and be friendly and have fun and get better. And that's really the name of the game. Like, that's it.
And just keep going.
Yeah, and you just keep going. Do what you like to do.
And then we die.
And then you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And shoot big. Like,
yeah.
Shoot for the stars, man. I never would have thought that I would be like teaching bachata. When I started, man, no way. Not as like I started a little bit older, I would think, than most people.
Yeah.
I'm white.
I don't know.
There's not a lot of white people in the game, really. Honestly.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. But you know something that's funny? It's like Edie instilled something inside of me a long, long time ago. I knew I'd be teaching for a fact. But it's probably because she told me every day. You know? She kind of just told me that.
Yeah.
She kind of just.
You know what? I'll say shout out to a lot of the pros, man. Like, they give me inspiration because, like, man, Ataka was in Phoenix a few weeks ago.
Oh, I thought you said a taco.
There are tacos there too. Like, a taco was there, but Ataka was there, and really we didn't even talk that long. But seeing his vibe and energy and how he treats people, and his skill level of dancing is just an inspiration. Just period. Just an inspiration. Like, it is so cool to witness that level of skill and personality and just bringing other people joy. That, yeah, shout out to that, to everybody doing that. Yeah.
We're good?
Yes.
Alright guys, find Bachata Bain at Bachata with Bain on Instagram. And that's it for the episode.
And TikTok.
See you guys later. And TikTok.